Hello, I'm Mean Jeannie. Welcome to this introduction to my Tumblr blog titled Stuff My Kid Eats. This is a blog where I sometimes post pictures of actual weeknight family dinners that go along with a particular tip or trick I used to get my kid to eat it. Before we start, I want to say that I am not in the camp that declares, "This is what I made for dinner. You can eat this or eat nothing." Food shouldn't be a fight. I want dinner with my family to be pleasant, one where we can focus on being together. Kids are allowed to have preferences and they should be acknowledged. I know that there are foods I dislike, and you know that's true for you too. I will not eat a Brussels sprout, so I would never force my kid to eat something I know he truly dislikes. That is not to say he can cop out of eating just by saying he dislikes it. We have a no thank you bite rule at our house. It should be fun for kids to try new things, and the no thank you bite is the way I get my kid to try something new that he is skeptical of. And even if he has taken a no thank you bite of a particular food before and he disliked it, every time we eat it, he still has to try it again, because one day he might decide he likes it. I can dream. In this introduction, I am going to go over the 3 tips I utilized most often. The first one has to do with the fact that kids sometimes just don't know they like something. They will dislike something before they have seen it, smelled it, or heard of it. This is where rebranding comes in. The next one addresses the fact that kids will be skeptical of foods that are unfamiliar and are much more likely to resist the no thank you bite if this is the case. You can help them feel comfortable trying an unfamiliar food if you can demystify it for them. And finally, don't be a martyr about a meal. Sometimes a kid's preferences about a food are an easy swap with something you're already making. Make it friendly by making it something they like. This first tip is the one I use most often. I can't tell you how many times I've employed rebranding, but it works on both my kid and my husband. It's amazing how a simple name change will change one's attitude. The example I'm using for this has to do with grilled cheese. Everyone loves grilled cheese, right? Wrong. My kid refused to even entertain the idea of a grilled cheese sandwich. For whatever reason, he thought they were gross, gross, gross. This is an instance where I thought, he just doesn't know he likes it yet. So one day I explained that I was not grilling the sandwich, I was going to toast it instead. Since he loves toast, he was happy to comply with no thank you bite and realized he likes grilled cheese sandwiches, which we still call toasted cheese sandwiches just in case. I have called tzatziki cucumber dressing, Dijonnaise is now mustard sauce. These are all truthful. It's not like I'm lying to my kid. I'm just helping him recognize he thinks he doesn't know he likes yet. Moving right along. Do you know what this is? It's a plate of grits. What the heck are grits? That is exactly what my kid asked when I told him I was making grits. I saw clearly in my future a refusal of the no thank you bite. I reassured him of the safety of this unfamiliar food. I explained to him that grits are made from corn. He loves corn. He ate the grits. Success! New foods can be weird and scary to kids. They don't have to be. Relate it to something they already know and hopefully like. Kids aren't as experienced as you. You are the one giving them new experiences. Make them good. This last strategy is my anti-martyrdom strategy. On the left is a picture of a vegan stew my husband and I love. My kid looks at that stew and says, "No way! That is not going in my mouth." But wait, I think this stew is full of things you love. Oh, these are things you love raw or by themselves, but not cooked and all in a big jumbly gross stew. Fine, that's fine. It takes me absolutely no extra time to set aside raw spinach and tomatoes for a quick salad and to set aside roasted sweet potato before I put these items in a stew. When I roast carrots, I set aside some for him since that is another food he prefers raw. And I relate to this because I think that sugar snap peas cooked are gross, but raw they are yummy. I must reemphasize, this takes no extra time, and it's not a special preparation. So pay attention to your kids' preferences, and you might find easy swaps too. So that's it. I like to keep it simple. Rebranding, familiarizing, being friendly. And if you like this or like this sort of thing, you can check out my blog at meangenie.tumblr.com. Thanks for watching.